Why is your beard made of 30 smaller mustaches?
You know, I've often wondered that. I'm not sure.
What's up, guys? T-Fade here with Everyday Audios, and we're sitting down today with Drew Jones from Bassahaulic Productions.
That's it.
Cool. So we're just gonna make a quick video, ask Drew some questions, see if we can't find out who he is, and if you guys have any questions for Drew, drop them in the comments, and maybe
I'll hop in there and answer whatever I see.
He can jump in the comments, or maybe we'll do a follow-up with him. So, Drew, tell us who you are real quick.
Drew Jones, Bassahaulic Productions. Been into car audio for 14 years, 15 years. Competing for 12 of those years. I don't compete as much anymore, and then got into enclosure design.
How long have you been doing that?
Full time, 2018.
Full time.
Full time. That's all I do.
All in. So
yeah.
That's it. That's your only job.
That's it.
Oh shit.
Yep. I left contracting for the Department of Defense to design speaker boxes all day.
Man, living the dream.
It's something. See, most people. So I started doing it before COVID. So working from home all day, every day. So all my friends and even the wife didn't quite understand how crazy that can really drive you. About halfway through 2020, my wife's like, "I get it. I understand."
Get out.
I'm like, yeah,
Get out.
I know. Because she's a people person. She has a job in sales, and she's always talking to people. So she comes home, and I was wanting to talk to her because I've been alone all day.
Oh no, sure.
And she's like,
"No, we're not doing that."
Silent. But she's home for a year straight. She's like, "All right, I get it."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Drew and I have known each other for quite a while because we're local. Obviously, it still surprises me when I see people on Facebook say that they're from Louisiana that I don't know.
I know, it's
not
weird.
Friends with.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I'm like, how is that even possible?
Especially if they're semi in the area.
Right.
You're like,
somebody was asking about Audio Frog and said they were from Louisiana. I'm like, who is this and how do I know who you are?
And how do you know about Audio Frog if I don't know who you are?
Do you remember the first time we met?
Nope.
No?
Mm-mm.
I came to your house in Central to do the Big 3 on my Lexus. Do you remember that?
Good Lord, no.
It was like probably 14 years ago.
I would say, well, to be fair, if it was that long ago, I would have been.
You were madly in love with REMTs.
Oh, yeah.
I think you had a minivan.
I'm sure I did. Oh, yeah, so I was probably 17, 18.
Yeah.
So
Still a baby.
I try to forget most of those years.
Yeah, pre-Bassahaulic years.
I'm much better off now.
All right. You ready? We're just going to jump into these questions, and you can go into as much detail as you want, and these are in no particular order. Speaking of working from home, is it true that you basically make zero money and Brandy works 2 jobs to support you?
Absolutely. She is my sugar mama. Has been since we met in June of 2017.
Is it true you use RE box tuning calculator for all your designs?
Is there a different one? I don't know what you're talking about.
So you have the paid version and everything?
Well, there's a paid version?
No.
I've been using the free version.
Why is your beard made of 30 smaller mustaches?
I've often wondered that. I'm not sure. It's a good question, though.
Think on that one and get back to us.
Considering my mustache game isn't near as strong as it should be.
Can you port a 4th order?
Well, yes. So, where are these questions from? Like, obviously, I don't need to explain to you that a 4th order is a ported box, but is also not a ported box. Are these just random questions that you came up with?
What's a 4.5 order?
Oh, that's one of those fancy things they're doing these days that blow the front subs every time they turn the system on.
A good way to blow your front subs. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tune a box to 0 hertz?
If you use an Omega 40K and Funky Pups, absolutely.
Okay, that's the only way to do it?
Yeah. As far as I'm aware.
Sealed or ported for daily?
If you ask me today, sealed.
Oh.
If you asked me 10 years ago, ported. Because my daily has a sealed sub because I'm chasing that sound quality.
Chasing the dragon.
That's it.
I'll tell you. You know what? The thing is, if you have the room, I was arguing with somebody the other day. If you have the room, there are very few arguments to be made against ported, but sealed it's so easy to get right.
And room is the biggest thing. Like the sealed sub in my truck, it fits in the center console. It looks like it's not even there.
Why aren't you loud?
I don't know.
No comment?
No, I have a comment. I was loud once. It was lucky, though.
Used to be?
Used to be.
Glory days.
Yeah, that's right.
That you're already those old school guys that talk about doing 170 dB with 45 watts.
That's it.
You're already that guy. Who's your arch nemesis designer?
I don't have one.
Liar!
No, I don't.
You lie.
I mean,
shit on somebody right now.
Nah. There's. You can get a feel from who I like their designing work by who I don't tag in post.
Okay, so we'll have to go review your tags.
Yeah, I
to
mean,
see who sucks.
Yeah, I mean, you can kind of figure it out. I don't know if you saw my post this morning, but I've always done Bassahaulic like this, and I used to just talk shit about everybody. You know that.
Uh-huh.
These days, I try not to. If someone asks me an opinion on the design or something, I just say, if I don't like it, just hit them with, that's maybe not what I would do.
So basically what you're saying is you really want to talk shit, but you just don't.
Yeah.
So you haven't changed as a person, you just
everybody
censor yourself.
Everybody wants to talk shit. I don't know a single human who wouldn't.
I don't talk any shit. Have you ever kissed Jonathan Price on the mouth?
Twice.
Could Jessica beat him in arm wrestling?
She's pretty strong.
I'm going to go with yes.
Probably.
You do a lot of powerlifting, right?
Strongman, but yeah.
Strongman type stuff. What's your 3 lift total in the classic form? Like off the ground, not the boxes. Deadlift, squat, bench.
So bench is not very high. It's 315 for 2 right now, and I haven't done 1 rep max.
So call it 335.
From the ground, it's probably 525 right now. Squat, I haven't gone heavier than 315 in years. My low back just hurts.
1200-ish?
Maybe. But then that's also using a belt and using straps and...
It's
strong.
Accoutrement.
Yep, all the fancy stuff.
What? I never understood a weight belt.
I didn't either until I used one, and it made sense.
Does the dude just hold a big column of air in there to make you...
So
It doesn't keep you from getting injured, does it?
So it can help you keep your back more straight because you have something to press against with your stomach. And like it didn't make sense. The first time I used it, I hurt myself because I didn't know how to use it. So I was like, this sucks. Yes. But now that I know how to use the belt, you can press against the belt. So as you press with your stomach, it'll pull against your back, keeping you straight.
Do you think it was me that's personally responsible for the fitness revolution that we're seeing on our friends list right now? I'm pretty sure it was me.
Yeah, I mean, besides you, the only other person who's been super active with their health for a long time is Price.
Yeah,
and I'm not sure.
And we don't count him. So
yeah, I mean,
it's probably me.
Yeah, I think so because he's been ripped forever.
Yeah.
So,
what do you say to people that point out that you've never won a championship?
I mean, I could go buy one next year, I guess. If that means something.
Okay, go buy one. What is your best personal number in each organization, or whatever the one?
Mecca 160.0 at the headrest. USAC 62.2 maybe.
Well, there's both in the Nitro.
Yeah, the Tahoe's only competed a handful of times.
What? Let's see. What's your favorite box for, say, like, run down the most popular? Say, like a hatchback, extra cab, and an SUV. What's like your favorite? What's your go-to?
Hatchback, sub up, port back. That's the only option.
Sub up, port back.
Sub forward, port back. If they want to do some, if they're willing to test, that's the biggest thing. Most people aren't willing to test anything. Extended cab truck depends on the size of the system. If it's anything less than like 2 or 315, sub up, port side, or sub up, port up. If it's big system, sub forward, port up's the only option unless you wall it. And then SUV, sub up, port back.
Classics.
Yeah.
The classics.
They just work.
I hate subs up, port up in an extended cab. I hate it. I've never heard one that I like.
Normally, if it's a smaller truck or if it's something not huge, it's sub up, port side. Unless it gets to the point where it's sub forward, port up.
Sub up, port side is the best. Like unless it goes like half wall style, like all the way across.
Yeah. MST truck style.
Yes.
The Mardi Gras truck.
Dude, I just said something. Somebody asked me in that Ask T-Fade Anything thread, and I just want to bang what demo or what got me into car audio or whatever, and I was like, the Mardi Gras truck.
The Mardi Gras truck.
You know how much
something, man.
And you know how much DD that thing sold?
God, that truck sold so much DD.
Who really designs your designs?
Nick.
Is it Nick?
Oh, it's Nick. Yeah,
Okay.
100%. Yeah.
Tinfoil hat.
Yeah, I'm just the face of it because he's not a very good people person.
We all knew this already.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Can you tune at 40 hertz and still play lows?
It depends on your definition of lows, but the Nitro's tuned to 36 and plays down to 24. So
I had this argument all the time. I think you and I have gone round and round about this a lot, tuning that high and then still playing lows. And my argument was always that the effective tune in the cabin, right? You're pressurizing the sumbitch so much.
Mm-hmm.
But that's where the experience from a box is, like someone who has practical experience in designing boxes comes in. Because you know, if you have a cabin this size and you can pressurize it, say this much with this much power, this much cone, the effective tune will be lower.
That's one of the reasons why the Nitro works so well. I mean, I think I've told a handful of people that the Nitro's cabin volume is within like 0.5 of the enclosure volume.
Yeah, which is a good rule.
They are super close.
A lot of people don't.
It was an accident at first. I didn't know what I was doing.
A lot of people don't realize that, but that's a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
The ratio from your cabin.
But then, as I've learned more and talked to more people, and that's my biggest thing. I try to learn as much from people as I can. And I think it was a conversation with Nathan Munson, maybe Chris. They were talking about the enclosure size, the wall chamber size versus the cabin. I was thinking about how small the Nitro's cabin is. That kind of. So I went home and started measuring. I was like, they are super close.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, this makes sense.
Yeah, it's a big deal. A lot of people.
Because the Nitro's hyper, not hyper efficient, but it is a 60 with 6,400 watts.
Let's see.
Plays low.
What is the dumbest tuning frequency?
Anything below 30.
Anything
below 30.
It just becomes a low frequency burp box at that point.
But yeah, and they usually just sound like poop.
It's just mechanical noise. Yeah. Dude, that is where not the industry, but the hobby portion of it is really headed. Like, we did it, the pendulum swung all the way to the other side to a low frequency burp, like just wind machines at this point.
And I respect the work. I appreciate what they're doing.
They make great videos.
I hate it. I hate the way they sound.
It's just flop, flop, flop.
It hurts my face because my beard. I got in Diego's van and I really wanted to cry. My beard was hitting my face so aggressively.
Dude, you're not getting a bailout at 20 hertz, dude. Bailouts are like the only thing, championship range.
The only reason you're bailing out of a 20 hertz build is if your beard is slapping your face so hard it hurts you. I mean, granted, like I said, I appreciate the work. I know they're working hard, and I know it's still hard to get loud at 20 hertz.
Oh, it's a ton of stroke and power, yeah.
Not my thing.
What's your bailout frequency?
What?
What makes you want to run out of it? I know you probably don't get very often or ever.
Anything above 50, I'm like...
I know, 50. Oh my God.
Jordan's
if you want to run me out of the truck, play 55.
Jordan's van almost got me once at finals 2019. It was after he run, so he didn't care at this point.
Yep.
I got in, he'd been giving demos, tapping people out, because the van, you do a high 60 on music for fun. I get in, he starts playing it. I'm not tapping, that's not happening. Well, you get about a minute and a half in at 168 at 55 hertz, I'm about to pass out. I'm just I'm looking at him kind of woozy. I was like, bro, just come on, just turn it down.
I can't.
Don't kill me like this.
That would be a good way to go. Well, there are better ways to go, but
that'd be one of them.
Does Brandy realize she married down?
Yes.
Or you still have her snows?
I tell her all the time.
All the time?
Oh yeah, I have no problem saying that I'm married way up.
Well, that's good. Self-awareness is, it's a good quality to have.
Oh yeah, no, I'm aware that she has made me a better person in every way.
Drew, you got anything else to tell the people out there? Because I'm done with you.
Stop arguing with experts who try to answer your questions.
There you go. You heard it here. People.
I just made a video about that on the way here.
Drew said, zip it.
It's fine.
Open the ojos.
It's fine to question things, but if you ask Bobby Gately how to make a plexiglass enclosure, and then you try to correct him when he answers you,
right?
Stop it. Just stop it.
All right, buddy. Good to see you.
Always. Oh, fun time.